Okay students, today we are going to discuss the third class of properties of solid, mechanical properties of solid. Okay, mechanical properties of solid. What is thermal stress? What is thermal stress? If a rod is fixed between two rigid supported, due to change in temperature, it change in length, and so it exerts a thermal stress on its supports. This stress is called the thermal stress. Let's consider if a rod is fixed on two ends supported, and due to the change of temperature, the length will be changes, and when the length is changes, it will exert a normal stress on the support, that is two end of the supports, and this stress is called the thermal stress. Okay, thermal, this stress is compressive if the temperature is increases. Okay, is compressive if the temperature is increases, and tensile if the temperature is decreases. Okay, thermal stress, what is thermal stress? Thermal stress equals to y into thermal strength. Okay, where y equals to stress by strength, but the normal strength delta L by L. Okay, and it will be alpha delta theta, it will be alpha into delta theta, as alpha equals to, what is the value of alpha? Alpha equals to delta L by L into d theta. Okay, delta, sorry, alpha equals to delta L by L into d theta. Okay, and put the value of this equation, then we will get final alpha d theta. Okay, thermal stress y into alpha into d theta. Thermal force, what is thermal force? Y into a into alpha d theta. Note, in case of volume expansion, the thermal stress K into Y d theta. Okay, where Y is, sorry, not Y, sorry, excuse me, this is called gamma. Gamma is the volume expansion coefficient. Gamma is called volume expansion coefficient, and K is the bulk modulus. Coefficient of, and gamma is the coefficient of cubical expansion or volume expansion coefficient, and K is called the bulk modulus. D theta is the change of temperature. Force between two rod. This is two rod different metal. The rod is made of different metal having the same area cross section A, and place end to end between two wall as shown in figure. Okay. The first rod length L1 and coefficient of linear expansion alpha 1, and Young modulus, that is the length of the rod expand is linearly. So we can discuss this Young modulus. Young modulus, what is Young modulus? Young modulus is defined as the normal stress by strain. Okay, and second rod is L2, area cross section A2, and Young modulus of this, that is the different rods, so the Young modulus of the rods is different. Okay, so it will be y2. If the temperature of the both, if the temperature of the both rod is now raised by temperature T degree, temperature increase করে, if the temperature is increased T, and then what will be the increase of length of composition rod due to the heat, it will be L plus delta L, sorry, L1 plus L2 equals to L1 alpha 1 L2 alpha 2 into T. Delta L equals to, what is delta L? L alpha into dt, and due to the composite force F for the wall due to its elasticity, the decrease of the composite rod will be equal to decrease of the composite rod is equals to L1 Y1 plus L2 Y2 into F by A, where delta L equals to FL by A. As the length of the composite rod remain unchanged, the increase the length due to the heating must be equal to the decreasing of length due to the compression. I also repeat here, this is very important theorem. As the length of the composite rod remain unchanged, the increase of length due to the heating must equal to decreasing of length due to compression. That is F by A into L1 Y1 plus L2 Y2 equals to L1 alpha 1 plus L2 alpha 2 into T. Or what is the value of L? F equals to, thus we cross multiplication here we will get A into L1 alpha 1 L2 alpha 2 into T by this. Okay. For force constant of a wire, the force required to produce per elongation, unit elongation in a wire is called force constant. I also repeat, force required to produce unit elongation in a wire is called as the force constant of the material of the wire. Okay, it is denoted as K. This is called, but from the definition of the Young modulus, y equals to FL by delta L by L. Okay, so K equals to force per unit length, so K equals to, you can write F by delta L, but Y equals to, we know that F by A into delta L by L, and putting the value we will get F by delta L into YA by L. Okay, so equation 1 and 2 we will get K equals to YA by L, Young modulus area into L. What is the unit of the K? K is the force per unit length, so Newton per meter. Newton per meter. Okay. Actual length of the wire. If the actual length of the wire is L, then under the tension T1, its length became L1, and under the tension T2, its length became L2. I also repeat, if the actual length L under the tension T1, its length became L1, and under the tension T2, its length became L2. Okay, so its original length L, we know that delta L proportional to T, and L1 minus L alpha T1 equals to L2 minus L alpha T2. So okay, from the above we can write the L1 minus L by L2 minus L equals to T1 by T2. Okay, so T into L1 minus L into T2 into L1 minus L, just cross multiplication we will get this equation. So L equals to L1 T2 minus L2 T1 by T2 minus T1. MCQ. Which option is right? Which option is right? Tell me. So it will be option A. Force required to remove produce unit elongation of the wire is called the force constant of the material of the wire. It is denoted by K. Next. When there is change in length due to the change in temperature, then the stress is called, who is on? This is related to the temperature, and temperature related to the thermal stress. It's called thermal stress. Next. If the rod is fixed within two ends of supported due to the change of temperature, its length will change, and so it will exert the thermal stress on supported. This stress is called the thermal stress. Bulk modulus. It is defined as the ratio of the volume stress to the volume strength within the elastic limit. K is the volume stress by volume strength. Okay. If the force is applied on it, and original volume V. Okay, and after force applied on the volume changes and the body is compressed and change of volume is dV. So final volume equals to, if the body is compressed then the volume will be decreases. If the initial volume V and after force applying on the body the volume change to dV, so the final volume equals to V minus dV. Okay, when the solid or fluid is subjected to the change of pressure, its volume changes but the shape remain unchanged. Next, force per unit area applied normal and uniformly on the surface of the body. The pressure gives the stress and change in volume per unit area gives the volume stress. Okay, volume strain, what is volume strain in physically? We can say that simply the change of volume by original volume. It's the original volume V and after force apply the volume changes, it will be dV, then the volume strength equals to dV by V. So it will be unitless, it will be unitless. Okay, if the volume V of the body and decrease the volume dV, then the pressure applied on the surface increase uniformly by dP, then at equilibrium condition we can say L1 Y1 plus L2 Y2 into F into A, and the volume strain is delta V by V. What is the significance of this minus sign? What is the significance of the minus sign? As the volume is decreasing, so we can write that delta V denoted the volume will be decreases of the body. And volume is bulk modulus. What is bulk modulus? Bulk modulus means volume stress by volume stress. Volume stress by volume stress. What is stress? Stress equals to force per unit area, and we know that force per unit area is equals to pressure. So instead of volume stress we can write delta P. Instead of volume stress we can write delta P. Delta P by delta V by V, that is delta V by V is equals to the volume strength, so we can write minus V dP by V delta V. Okay, the negative signs show that the increase of pressure the volume decreases. What is the SI unit of its? Bulk modulus Newton per meter square, CGS dyne per centimeter square, and dimension M L to the power minus 1 T to the power minus 2. Compressibility. The reciprocal of the bulk modulus is known as the compressibility. The reciprocal of bulk modulus, that is compressibility, is 1 by K, 1 by bulk modulus. So you can write compressibility 1 by V delta V by delta P. Okay, the SI unit, what is the bulk modulus is in Newton per meter square, and it unit will be meter square per Newton, and CGS centimeter per lane square, and its unit also meter to the power minus 1 L T to the power minus 2. MCQ. The reciprocal of bulk modulus is called as
the compressibility.
It's called compressibility. Next, reciprocal of bulk modulus is known as compressibility. Next, in the formula of the bulk modulus of elasticity, the negative sign indicate that the increase in pressure always causes a dash in volume.
A decrease.
It will be decrease. Very good. Next, which is the unit and dimension of bulk modulus? Newton per meter square. L, ml, option B. Which option is right? Option
Sir,
B.
option D. Sir, option D.
Okay. Isothermal and adiabatic bulk modulus of elasticity. Isothermal bulk modulus of elasticity. The bulk modulus of a gas in isothermal condition is defined as the isothermal bulk modulus of elasticity. We know that for isothermal process Pb equals to constant, and differentiating both sides we will get Pdv plus Vdp equals to 0. So Pdv equals to Vdp. So P equals to dP by dV into V. Sorry. hence the isothermal elasticity equals to the pressure. This formula like this. Okay, this is the value of v p just a minute, value of dv by v by dv. Okay, and it's equals to the E0. So E0 equals to P. Hence the isothermal elasticity is equal to the pressure. Just a minute. Next, the ratio of adiabatic to isothermal is equals to the bulk modulus of the elasticity. Like this, delta L equals to change of length, and it will be just a minute, MCQ. Next, isothermal elasticity is equals to, who can say?
Pressure.
Very good, well done. Isothermal elasticity equals to the pressure. Next one, adiabatic elasticity is equals to gamma times of pressure. Adiabatic bulk modulus of equals to gamma time of pressure. Okay, next, the ratio of adiabatic to isothermal bulk modulus of elasticity. The ratio of adiabatic and isothermal bulk modulus of elasticity, that we can define E phi by E0. E phi defined as the adiabatic and E theta equals to defined as the isothermal. What is? It will be gamma. Okay, ratio of this is defined as the gamma. The ratio of adiabatic and isothermal elasticity is defined as gamma. Next, modulus of rigidity, it is defined as n, eta. Modulus of rigidity within elastic limit, the ratio of shearing stress to the shearing strain is called the modulus of rigidity. The modulus of rigidity is deal with the surface area. The modulus of rigidity deal with the surface and area. Within elastic limit, the ratio of shearing stress to the shearing strain is called the modulus of rigidity of the material. This is defined as eta. Eta is defined as eta is equals to shearing stress and shearing strain. Is same as, what is shearing stress? What is shearing stress? What is shearing stress?
Yes, sir. But what is
Force per
shearing
area, and strain is defined as the theta. Theta equals to x by s. Consider a cube of material fixed on a lower surface and act upon a tangential force F on the upper surface given in the figure, having the surface is A and shown in figure. From the figure, the shearing force F causes the consecutively tangential layer of the cube to the sliding displace and related to the another. Like this, each line such as PS is the line, and QR is the cube, rotate through the angle theta of this shear. Okay, the object, and the stress equals to F by F, and strain equals to lateral displacement, that is x, and perpendicular distance, that is h. So it is defined as x by h equals to tan theta. Usually if the theta is very small, then tan theta approximately theta. I also repeat, if the theta is very small, then we can write tan theta is equals to theta. The modulus of rigidity is defined as the force per unit area into theta. So F by A into theta. SI unit Newton per meter square, CGS time per centimeter square, and dimension M L to the minus 1 T to the minus 2. Okay. In case of shape of the body change, but the volume remain unchanged. Only the solid can exhibit the shearing stress having the defined shape. The solid can exhibit the shearing stress only for solid. Poisson ratio. What is Poisson ratio? Just I am giving you. This is the wire. Sorry. This is a wire like this is a wire. Okay, and if the force exerted on the lower portion of this body, that's I am stressing of this body, then the object length is elongation, length is change, length is increases. Am I right? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
And
yes, sir.
if the length is increases, then the area cross section, then the area cross section of this object will be decreases because the total volume of this material remain constant. Okay, I also repeat students, if this is the object, if the force exerted on the down portion, then the object length will be increases, and if the length is increases, then the volume, so then the area decreases as the volume remain constant. Okay students, is it clear? Next, then if the length is L, R is the radius. Okay, and if the object force exerted on the body mg to the downwards, then the L length of this body L plus delta L. Okay, L plus delta L, so the radius will be decreases, and this is diameter, d equals to diameter, and the radius will be r minus delta r, and diameter d minus delta L. Here the language is given here when the wire is stretches by the applying force along its length, the length increases and the radius or diameter decreases as shown in figure. Is it? The ratio of the change of its radius or diameter to the original radius is called the lateral strength. Like this, what is the value of lateral strength? Lateral strength, the change of original radius to the initial radius. Okay, and what is lateral strength? F by F. The Poisson ratio is defined as the ratio of lateral strength to the longitudinal strength. Lateral strength to the longitudinal strength, that is, this is defined as the sigma equals to lateral strength by L strength, longitudinal strength. So it will be mathematical formula delta D, that is delta D is defined as the change of the diameter by original diameter, and it will be change of length delta L by L. Okay, it will be delta L by L. The negative sign indicate that the radius or diameter of the wire decreases when it is stressed. The Poisson ratio has no unit and dimension as the ratio of two strength. This is very important question students, please focus it. The theoretical units of the Poisson units, its theoretical value varied from minus to point on, but practical values varies from 0 to 0.5. The negative sign will be omitted. Okay, so it will be take from positive, and positive value start from 0 to 0.5, and theoretical value it will be -1 to 0.5. MCQ. The Poisson ratio cannot be Poisson value. Poisson ratio
0.2.
not be, cannot have the value. It will be 7.7. It value 0 to 0.5. It value 0 to value 0.5. The value of Poisson ratio for steel Vision 0.28. Okay.
0.
Is any doubt up to this class, students? Is any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.